Okay. Okay, well, hopefully you've stretched a little bit. Let's just start warming up. Let's go a little bit of a higher knee butt kick. All right, and then knee up a little bit as high as you can go. That is comfortable. All right, pendulum, side to side. All right, let's go mountain climbers. All right, come on up. Let's start some squats, warming up the knees, glutes. Okay, let's go squat up on the toes. Good. Okay, so let's stretch the hamstrings a little bit. You can go hands on your chest or behind your head. Just act like you're doing a Romanian deadlift. Good. Okay, let's grab our band and just do a warm up. Just warming up our glutes. So once you're ready, we'll start our squats again. Nice and slow. Stick that booty back. Keep that resistance. All right, keep that resistance. 5 to the left, 5 to the right, core tight. Keep that resistance. Okay, monster walk forward and back. Keep that resistance, activate those glutes. All right, let's do some standing clamshells. So just stand, open it up, abduct. Good, let's do the same thing other side. All right, just for fun, let's get a little penguin. So we're just right here. Make sure that those knees are apart, that like they're not coming in like this. So the knees are straight. Feel that hopefully in your booty. So just a little penguin. Try to get those glutes. All right. Okay, let me show you what we're going to do real quick. That way you can figure out what weight you want. Okay, so we normally don't do any kind of RDL on Monday, but today we are a little bit lighter. So what that is going to look like is you're going to do your RDL, and then you're going to bring it to your shoulders and then squat. So you want to go lighter than what you would normally use for RDL because it's kind of stretch, momentum, you got to be in control of it, and then squat. And then the next one is we're going to go from our squat here, we're going to go overhead into a back lunge. Now, if that is not something that you want to do, you don't have to. You could always just step back. You don't have to lunge back. If you really don't want to do that, you're welcome to just do this. And we're going to do the same side. So same side, and then we'll switch it. And then we're going to do 2 arm bent over rows. So those are our exercises. So again, I would go a little lighter on those RDLs than usual because you got to get them up onto the shoulders and then squat. Wheel. All right, maybe I gotta just get us started on our own because my computer's not being helpful. Okay, I got our time. Ready? All right, let's go ahead and go. Stretchy. Pull it up to the shoulders. Squat down. Reset. It's gonna be one of those days. I was pressing the wrong button. I still got your time though. All right, rest. I think it might be one of those days for Abby too, huh? Rest, 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 rest. Okay, next one. Single arm, single side, single arm, okay? So we're gonna do these. I think we did something like that last week, but we're here to overhead into a lunge. Again, it doesn't have to go all the way to the lunge. If you can just step back, cool. If not, you can just do this. Same side, no switching arms. Good, rest, rest. And I would use your rest time. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Woo. Okay. Other arm. Good, good, good. All right, go ahead and put those weights down. And now we have our basic bent over row, core tight. So if you want to grab something a little heavier. Feet together, or you can put one foot in front of the other. Good, rest. Okay, so that was our exercises. So figure out if that was the right weight. Grab some water and let's do it again. I gotta turn some fans on. Woo! Okay, we ready? What are we doing? RDL, curl. Nope, RDL, curl, put them on your shoulders and then squat. So stretch to the shoulders and then squat. Good, rest. We got our squat position, up into that back lunge. Good, rest. Woo. All right, same thing, other side. Feel it in those glutes. Push to those heels. Activate those glutes. Good. Okay, we got our bent over rows. You have a few seconds. All right, let's get those rows. Good, rest. Okay, water. Woo. I don't know if it's too much fun over the weekend, which fun meant I painted my bedroom. Or if it's just humid this morning, but holy moly. Okay, guys, last round of those. Okay, we got our RDL. Bring it to the shoulders and squat. Hey, try something really quick. Keep, instead of being the weights in the front, keep them kind of on the side of your body. Do it on the side of your body when you're doing the RDL. So instead of in the front, just play with it. Kind of makes the curl into the press easier. I'm not really feeling it all in all my hamstrings though. Than when I have them in the front. But kind of fun, different. Woo, that was fast. Okay, we got our squat, press, back lunge. Rest. All right, other side. Good, rest. Okay, last bent over row. Woo, this is getting my heart rate up. All right, good rest. Okay, so let's go to the floor. I want you to have I'm gonna let you choose if you, yeah, why don't we put our band back on? Or unless you don't want to, that's fine. So we're gonna do a straight arm pullover. So similar to our regular pullovers, but something a little lighter because it's gonna be straight arm and you're gonna pull over and then we're gonna do a chest press. And we're gonna do that with a hip lift. So let's go ahead and put those bands on if you use a band and then we can get some clamshells, all that good stuff. And then just start some crunches if you're waiting for me. Okay, guys, so this is what it's gonna look like. So it's gonna be more of a straight arm. So as straight as you can go, straight arm to your chest, and then hip lift, bring your weight to your chest, and then back up. So straight arm to the chest, close grip press with a hip lift, back down. All right, good. That was probably enough. So meet me on your side. Let's do our clamshells. Remember, focus glutes, belly tight. Pause at the top. Good. All right, same thing, other side. Good. Okay, so let's go back to that straight arm. Remember, make it straight. rest. Okay, let's get another set of clamshells. Try to fill in the upper glutes. Awesome. All right, other side. Remember to keep that core tight. Try to feel it in the upper glutes. Pause for a second at the top. Awesome. Okay, let's do one more of those straight arm with our chest press and our hip lift. Good, rest. Okay, let's go ahead and take that band off and let's get some abs. Okay. First one, let's go double crunch. Good. Hands underneath that low back butt area. Let's go flutter down or scissors and then come back up. Keep that core tight, back flat. Try to keep that back flat. Squeeze those glutes. Okay, rest. So if we can, let's finish with bicycle. If your head is just too tired or your neck, just do some regular crunches or whatever you want. All right, let's get bicycles if you can. And you can always do the lower bicycle without keeping your head up. Ten seconds, guys. All right, rest.